Hi, everybody. I'm Carla, and I just want to give you a little clip of part of our morning yoga classes so you can get a little taste of what it's like to practice online classes with me on the mornings. Most of our morning flows are full of energy and getting ourselves going, but in an easy way. We kind of ease in and then we kind of ease on out. So I hope you enjoy this clip that's going to focus on just a little bit of movement in the body. Let's make our way into Virasana. We're going to do a round of Kalabadi breath this morning, just because I feel like it's been so smoky. So let's take a moment to sit onto the heels or any old way that works for you, connecting you to that lovely, tall, elegant spine. We'll take a full inhale in, a full exhale out, and inhale to three quarters, and we'll begin our practice. So taking that lovely, deep inhale in, full exhale out. Inhale, three quarters. Exhaling through the nose. About three more. Three, two, one. Exhaling fully. Inhale, make your little fist. Placing that below the belly button. Let's forward fold. Let's slowly bring that back up. Take those hands forward, tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Taking that extra couple of breaths just to kind of let ourselves hang. And to just even kind of exaggerate that, just because my upper back feels a little tight today, we're actually just going to do a little dangling pose. So let's walk your feet towards your hands, hands towards your feet. Let them come a smidge wider than hip distance. Take a very generous bend in the knees. So we're not trying, we'll get to our hamstrings, Carrie, I promise, but we're not trying to stretch those hamstrings right now. Instead, just see if you can bring your spine as long as possible and just let yourself kind of hang upside down here. Let everything soften. Let the back of the neck soften. It may feel nice to grab the elbows, but it also may be nice just to let the hands kind of rest on the floor. And as you kind of hang here, see if you can start to feel any of that compression in your spine, places where you hold on to tension. Just see if you can bring a little space into that. Let the back of the neck stay relaxed. We've got a couple more breaths here. So simple, and yet, oh, just feels so good. I can just feel my upper back releasing just a little. Can I do this in my day? Yes. Do I do it in my day? Not very often. All right, let's slowly start to bend the knees just a little bit more. Walk those hands out in front of you. Walk your feet back to that down dog. Take a little breath here. Let's release the heels to, or knees to the floor. Take your right foot, place it into the arch of that left foot so that you've got that ankle or shin bone into the arch of that left foot and just sit yourself back. Physically, I'm kind of feeling like we might be leading into some yang yang kind of feelings today, but we'll see how it goes. A little bit of space here to kind of open up into those feet. And then let's release that out. Take those hands forward. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Take another breath here. Look towards the hands. Step your left foot forward. Let that right knee come down to the floor. Take a moment to let that hip sink forward. And then let's slide that hip back. Let's give those hamstrings a little extra stretch this morning. So pull the toe towards you, lengthen into the back of the leg, soften the chin towards the shin. And then just for a little bit of fun, let's point the toe and then flex it. So bring just a little bit of movement into that today. All right. Last one as you flex that foot, stay. Take that back to your lunge. Plant the hands. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Hopefully that left side feels different than the right. Release the knees to the floor. Take that left ankle or shin bone and place it into the arch of the right. So just starting to connect a little bit into opening up into the feet, opening up into the back of the legs. All of that stuff so interconnected. It is a great pose to get some cuddles in, Allison. Yes, I see your dog coming into play. It's perfect. Frankly, I'm jealous. Frankly, Apollo's jealous because he's got a gate. A couple more breaths here. Hmm. All right, let's release that out. Take that forward. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Looking towards the hands. Pedal the feet out just a little bit. Get that space in the back of the leg. Looking towards the hands. Right foot forward, left knee to the floor. Take a moment, let those hips kind of sink forward. Feel like you're opening them up a little. And then let's take her back. Flex that right foot. Soften that chin to the shin. There's such a solid chance you're going to get to do this again. So don't worry about it being the deepest you've ever done. And then once you feel like you got that little bit of length, let's just point and flex the foot a little bit. Feeling like we're getting some movement and flow into both the front and the back of the leg. And then flex that foot, soften that chin. Take it back to your lunge, plant the hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Take a nice little breath there. Hopefully it already feels a little bit close, the heels a little closer to the floor. Let's look towards the hands, start to baby step the feet. Take your feet to the outside of the hands, toes out, heels in. Drop on down into that lovely squat. If a little bit of movement feels good, add that in. Elbows inside the knees, lift through the chest. Couple of good breaths here. Let's plant the hands, lift the hips. Heel toe those feet to about hip distance. Take a little bend in the knees. Let the belly relax. Let the jaw soften. Bring the hands to the hips. Let's come on up to standing. And before we get flowing, I just want us to do our little bit of shoulder work. We'll do it standing up today. So connected to the feet, feel like the amount of the big toe, the inner heel, feel like you're grounded into that hip points, rib cage together. Hands can make fists. You're going to bring them out to the side. And we're just going to flow through those Gokasana arms just a little bit. Oh, that little oh was the sound of, oh my gosh, my right arm is a lot more tight than I thought it was. So just a couple of these. Ah. My head wants to come forward. Notice if, there's a little bit of difference here where that spine wants to move or be a little bit loose. If you're doing this standing, then sitting. All right, let's say last one. Left arm up, release that out. Give those shoulders a little roll. Top of the mat if you're not already there. Hands in front of your heart. Take that big full inhale in as you reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to bend the knees, especially if those hamstrings are tight. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Hands back through to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Hands through to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back, right knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling to down dog. Inhale in the pose. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot back, left knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling to down dog. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling, we step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot back, right knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling to high plank. Inhale. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, right foot forward, left knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot back, left knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee drops. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, step or hop back. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. That steady breath in and out. Take a little pause here. Bend the knees. Feel like you really lengthen and lift those sit bones even higher. Firm into those hands. Press the floor away. Slowly straighten the knees and let those heels softly and slowly sink towards the floor. Find that nice sense of length in the back of the legs without locking the knees. Easy breath in and out. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, belly. Elbows underneath the shoulders, hands in front of you, Sphinx. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chest, belly, thighs come off the mat. Inhale in the pose. And exhale, release it out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chest, belly, thighs come off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, release it out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chest, belly, thighs come off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, release it out. Hands come beside you, chest on the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. No back bend. Stay with it. You're not holding the breath, but keep engaging those shoulders. Easy breath in, easy breath out. Let's stay with this for just a couple more rounds of breath. And then exhale, release. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale to your cobra. Give yourself a little stretch. Exhale, down dog. Option to move through a child's pose here if you want. Inhale, let's bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Easy breath in and out. Looking towards the hands, step a foot forward. Wide angle forward fold. Outsides of the feet parallel to the sides of the mat. Keep a little bend in the knees, just a really soft bend in the knees. Inhale, exhale, come halfway forward. Take a little pause here. We're going to stay with this one for a little bit. So I'm going to grab my block to rest my forehead on or my crown of my head. So take that little pause at half lift and then let yourself sink in. Feel like you're working through those hips to get the crown of the head a little closer to the floor. And then once you get there, see if you can just straighten the knees a little bit, like you're lifting from the sit bones. And then let the hands, if you can, reach behind you so that you're letting those shoulders drop away from the ears. Or if there's another version of hands that is your absolute favorite, please include this. But stay active in the legs. I don't want you to think that we're just stopping to rest. Keep pressing into the mound of the big toe, the inner heel, and lifting those sit bones. Resist that urge to just lock the knees and just let yourself be. Let's exhale. Bring the hands back to the floor. Draw to your half lift. Take a nice little pause here. And then keep those hips in line with the heels. Walk your hands forward so that upper body is doing down dog. Upper body is doing down dog. Lower body stays in wide angle forward fold. And then walk your hands over to the right hand to the right. Bend the left knee. Left hand grabs a hold of the right ankle, shin, calf. Feel like you bend that left elbow and open up between the shoulder blade and the spine. Exhale, release that out. Back to that down dog, wide angle forward fold position. Walk your left hand to the left a little bit more. Bend your right knee. Right hand to your left ankle, shin, calf. Look underneath that armpit. Bend that right elbow to get a little more there. Exhale, release that out. Take that extra breath in that down dog, wide ankle forward fold spot. Soften the back of the neck. Walk the hands back to your half lift position. Again, a little micro bend in those knees as the hands come to the hips and you come on up to standing. Turn your top foot, top of the mat, windmill those hands on either side. Take your back to down dog. Add a little flow here if that feels good for you. Say no, the back of my legs are waking up this morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you like this clip, feel free to come and practice with me. You can check out the website, DuvalTylerYoga.com. You're going to see that written at the bottom.